Hello and welcome to the English Lovers by Honeydee. That's my YouTube channel for all the students who wants to learn English in a better way. Students and my dear viewers, whomever is watching me right at the moment, what I have thought of is I'm gonna make a course about the connectors, as I actually promise you that I'm gonna talk about the connectors in my next video. So what I have thought of is the connectors or the linkers are very important, I would say that unit to be known to every of the kid. So that's why I thought that why not to make a definite series for the connectors. So what we're gonna do in the next coming videos, I'm gonna show you that first. Let me take you to that. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is we are going to understand why. What do you mean by why here? Okay. Why to know connectors? What is the reason of knowing their connectors? Why everybody should understand what is the need of the connectors? So we're gonna talk about that also, and also we're gonna talk about the different other topics related to the connectors, which are as follows. You can see here, okay, like the first one I told you, the why one. Okay, in that one I'll make many reasons clear to you that why we should know about connectors. Okay, and in the second one, in the second video coming for that, I would tell you that which connectors are most important for speaking and writing. And when we'll be aware of the different connectors that are very important for the speaking and writing, then after that one we are going to do something else which would be of great interest to you, because we are going to make 10 videos, stick to 10 videos for particular connectors. Like there would be the kinds of the connectors that I'm going to share with you would be of 10 categories, and those 10 categories I'm going to share with you in the form of videos, and I'll explain about them and how can those be used in making the statements while speaking, and how to use them in writing too. Writing and speaking both are two-way, I would say, that different things. In speaking we can be informal, but in writing we can never be. In writing, especially when we talk about academic, then there we need to be quite formal in writing the statements, and the use of the connectors in the formal way is totally different from the speaking way. Okay, then I told you that I'll make the 10 videos for each sort of connector. Okay, like whichever sort of connectors would be. Okay, I'll show you the examples of all of those in the next video, and we're gonna talk about each of them, then how to use each of those categories in a better way to make our speaking quite connected. Okay, that we're gonna do. Okay, so for sure these 10 videos are going to come your way, and this video to tell you about the different connectors that are there. Okay, and how to use would be there in the next option. That would be the 10 videos that you need to look for. That is up to you. Like you're gonna go for any of the video in any way. Okay, you need not to go in the series form. You can just watch, that's up to you. It means to say that you can go by any of the sort of connector, first or second or in any way, but 10 sorts of connectors that we're going to talk about, that how to use them. Okay, then thereafter we'll come to the do's and the don'ts about the use of connectors, where I'm going to tell you that how to use the connector in a better way, and how to avoid the situations where not to use the connectors. Okay, we are not to use the connector, that we're gonna talk also. Okay, but in this video we are going to learn about the first concept, that is why. Okay, that is this one, this why. So let's move on to the next slide. Yeah, why connectors? So why we need to know about connectors? There are different concepts and theories which are going to be helpful in telling you, but the basic one would be the your family relations. Okay, if you talk about your family relations, if there is one bond missing, we try to collapse, and even we collapse at that time. Okay, or we try to avoid the people when somebody is missing in the family, or even if somebody has spent a lot of time with you and made a bond or the connection with you, then definitely that suits your personality. Then thereafter that personality, if goes out of your connection, then you feel alone, I would say. Then that is what actually the meaning of the connectors in grammar too. Okay, when we talk about the grammar, here you can see the first picture is actually telling you something about the tendons or the bones, okay, which are actually connected by the ligament. Okay, so if that ligament is not there, then these particular bones won't be able to connect to each other, and there won't be any connection, and those would be broken bones then. Same way your relationships would be broken one, and when those would be broken one would be of no use. Okay, same way when we talk about the grammar in statements, when there is no connection, when there is no cohesion, okay, or coherence, then definitely it's very difficult to understand in which manner, in which sense the statement is said. So basically the connectors used to connect to the ideas of the people who speak and use them. Okay, so this is one of the example for the use of the connectors. Here the connector is getting used to actually join the two bones, okay, together. Okay, so now in the next picture you're gonna see that there is a bridge. Okay, here you see there is one side which is having the mountains, and on the other side we are there for sure. Right at the moment we feel so we are standing there. Okay, that bridge is the connection between us and that particular way and that particular side which is containing the mountains. Okay, and if you want to reach there, if we want to reach to that idea, then we need to create a bond between us, like between us and that side there should be a bond, and that bond has been created by a bridge. People from this side goes to that side, and that goes on, that symphony of the people, the relationships goes on, the way of life goes on, the whole life actually used to go on. When we say there is a bridge between the two sides, we can go from one side to the other side. That means we'll be able to understand the people from this side also and people from this side also. So that's quite clear from this bridge also that connectors are important. Okay, if the connectors are not there in grammar, then definitely the meaning of the statements would collapse, and the meaning can be taken in other way. Okay, so now moving further, yeah, this is a shackle. In a sort of way we can say a chain. Okay, a chain of the joints. Okay, here you can see that some joiners are getting used over here. Okay, some linkers are getting used here to make a chain of shackle. Okay, so when we say about this, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, and would be many. Okay, so here if the linkers are missing, then there won't be any chain, there won't be any sort of I would say that a shackle. So then that's why having that joints, or what we say the linkers, is greatly important in case of our daily life. Okay, or in the case of English language. If there are no connectors, your ideas would fall like anything. Things will fall apart in case of your ideas. So that's why the connectors are of great importance. Now this one is the best example because it is a usual example that we see in our daily life. If we want to charge our phone, that means if we want to give a meaning to our phone, okay, one thing would be useless without the other. That means one statement would be useless without the other until or unless is joined by the connector. There would be many people who would say that I can say this statement and the other person would be able to understand the next statement. If I'll say without the connector, they will be able to understand. But it will create a sort of distortion. It will create a sort of disruption of understanding, definitely for sure, in case we don't have the connection like this, if we want to really charge up our life the same way. Okay, if we want to charge up the meaning of those statements, okay, that we say, and we want to make a bond between them, then definitely that should be like the charger and the mobile. That means the connection between the mobile and the charger is of great importance. Then only then we will be able to understand that the connectors are of greatly are of great importance, greatly acknowledged topic, I would say that. Okay, so this is actually all about the connector and why those are important. The main topic of the day was this one, to tell you about this, that the connectors are of great importance and we should know about the connectors for knowing English in a better way. If we don't know the connectors, then definitely the meaning or what we say the discourse, or I would say that the total meaning of the statement would be distorted one. So we don't want to distort the meaning, we want to make it proper way. Okay, that means if I want to say to somebody two statements at the same time and those are correlated one, I should know that the connectors that are to be used would be the additive connectors. And which are those additive connectors, that we're going to talk about in the next video. We'll see that one. For that time being, stay tuned for the kinds of the different connectors to be used in the speaking. We're going to talk about that in the next video. Until then, I would say that share this video as much as you can, because this course is going to help you out a lot and we are not going to lose any bit of it. I'm sure that you're gonna understand a lot from this the course. And subscribe my channel and hit the like button if you like the video. Please comment in the comment box, because your comments are going to motivate me and your comments are going to make me strong, that I would keep on making the videos. Thank you very much once again from Honey D. It's a time to say goodbye.